Hello everybody and welcome to the semi-finals of the Elite Battle League. This week we're going up against SlyGuy1's San Antonio Espers, and I took the occasion to wear my San Antonio Hard Rock t-shirt. Yeah, I would have worn this on a previous day, but I didn't have it then. So I decided, you know what, I'll wear it for SlyGuy1's fight. And let's go over the team recap, because I decided to adopt a little bit of a thing that I know Sly does, and that's sort of like a little bit of a team recap for things. And this is the team we got so far. Dialga, Rotom, Gastrodon, Hatterene, Kartana, and Melia the Togekiss. No particular order for everything, it's just this is what I just put stuff in because that's what I did on my Showdown team builder. Because when I build stuff on Showdown, it's, okay, this is what all my stats are going to be. Now, get these things in-game to match those. And it's just the order I had the team selected in there. So, Dialga's basically my catch-all answer to things. I don't actually need Dragon Pulse for this because Ice Beam actually does more damage than Dragon Pulse, and he can't just swap out something like, say, his Azumarill into the Zygarde. Plus, I don't think he'll expect Ice Beam on it. And it also gives me a way to slap that Rotom Mo, because there are 4 Pokemon I know for certain he has to bring, otherwise he basically auto-loses. And that is, of course, the Kyogre, the Zygarde, the Rotom Mo, and the Azumarill. I am expecting the Blaziken to be coming, so that's technically 5 so far. The last one, I don't know what he's going to bring, because really all of them offer pros and cons against my team, but the cons are pretty glaring for them. A lot of them actually do not do well against Rotom Heat. Speaking of Rotom Heat, Thunderbolt, Will-O-Wisp, Light Screen, and Overheat. This is mostly because of the Kyogre. That Kyogre scares me, and I have a lot of ways of dealing with his big physical threats, which are, of course, the Blaziken and the Zygarde. The reason I'm not saying the Azumarill is I'm fairly certain for the Azumarill he needs to bring Sap Sipper in this match, otherwise it just auto-loses to Kartana. It is his only way of safely countering to a degree the Kartana, because again, Sap Sipper immunity to grass. Kartana Leaf Blade slashes through Kyogre unless it is uber bulky. It will one-shot it and destroys the Azumarill. So he pretty much needs it. Gastrodon is basically auto-beats Kyogre. This is one thing I remember from my VGC days is Kyogre basically automatically loses against Gastrodon. Storm Drain, you have that immunity to his water moves. It needs to set up things like Calm Minds or Substitute in order to really break past Gastrodon. But that was also like Gastrodon with Leftovers, which, that's not really here. But even still, it does need a good amount of setup to break through Gastrodon, which I can account for here. It also means that, it's not going to have any item on the Kyogre itself, so that helps me. Ice Beam, it's not going to one-shot Zygarde, but it's going to do a huge amount of damage. The Clear Smog is there in case he wants to get greedy with setting up things like Dragon Dance, or if he does Baton Pass Blaziken. I don't think he'd risk a Baton Pass Blaziken set in the semifinals, but you never know. It could be quite problematic, and I know that Gastrodon can actually take pretty much anything that they've got and Clear Smog away any of those buffs. Hatterene is kind of in a similar vein as Dialga, sort of like catch-all answer to everything. He doesn't beat everything in the same way Dialga does, where Dialga can one-shot a pretty significant portion of his team and heavily punish things like Kyogre. Doesn't one-shot it, but it can really, really punish it. Hatterene kind of does the same to a bit of a lesser degree. It can actually one-shot the Scizor if he brings it. It can one-shot the it actually will always one-shot Blaziken unless Blaziken is very, very bulky with Psyshock. And this is a fun thing that I actually found when I was just messing around with damage numbers. Psyshock is actually more powerful than Giga Drain against Kyogre. There is no scenario where I want to go for Giga Drain over Psyshock, unless I know for certain he is fully bulked and physical, and grassy terrain is actually applied. That is the only time where Giga Drain is better. Dazzling Gleam, it will get Zygarde into Power Construct range, proc Power Construct, but it won't outright destroy it. It still does a lot of damage. Again, it leaves it in range for other things to come in and clean up. It also like deflects that glare, which I know that he has a lot of status moves. It also beats his Rotom Mow, which the Rotom Mow is like the only thing on his team aside from possibly 2 moves on Zygarde and Blaziken that actually threaten Gastrodon. So again, sort of a catch-all secondary answer. Kartana is just damage. It just goes in and slaps things. One of the reasons I really like it. Yeah, basically, like, this is the same stat spread we've had on every Kartana, every single match we've brought it, just retooling the moves a little bit. And last up is Togekiss. Yeah, there's a few interesting moves on this. You'll see what this is for later. But yeah, this is meant to be a bit of a somewhat bulky, somewhat quick offensive Togekiss where there's a little bit of speed investment, just enough to break past certain speed tiers, but fully bulked and fully offensed out to do out as much damage as necessary. Again, seems a bit of an oddball moveset, but there is a purpose to that oddball moveset. So far, I have no real, like, set lead plans. It's kind of going to play it by ear depending on what he goes, because this is where it's a little awkward. Sly and I know each other. We've been, conversing on strategies for other players throughout the entire season, so we kind of know the way the other thinks. We also have been doing a lot of, just general talking in DMs, so we know the other person as a person. And this is one thing that he and I both remarked, is that this is one of the first times where we're going up against someone we know on a personal level beyond know them on a battling level. So it's going to be a whole separate layer of out-predict mind games and outplaying mind games. So it's going to be an interesting fight for the both of us. And he knows I like leading safe. And he knows that Gastrodon is basically my safest lead against him, aside from, of course, if he leads the Rotom Mow. But I know that he knows that I know that. This is where the mind games really come in, where it's like, is it going to be like, do I lead safe? Does he expect I lead safe, or does he expect that I expect him to know I expect him to lead him safely? So what's it going to actually be? Match is actually going to be happening in about an hour or so. There's a bit of a range, 2 p.m. Central Time to 4 p.m. Central Time, and it's 2 p.m. Eastern Time right now, so we're going to be battling in the next hour to 3 hours, so next time I see you guys is going to be when the battle starts. Alright, it is battle time, everyone. This is about 2 hours after I recorded the intro. Just waiting for Sly to do all of his things. Okay, time to hopefully not get obliterated by Sly, because he's gonna make sure my volume's recorded. I have a few lead-off plan ideas for this. I spent a while actually thinking through some of my plays and what potential lead scenarios to do. But I also think that for this one, it probably was not a good idea to go with, okay, this is what my lead scenario is going to be. I'm going to do this. Because, I could kind of have done that with Smoosh. Because with Smoosh, it was okay, I had one thing that he basically could not beat, and he had one way of beating it. Whereas with this, he's got more than a few ways of kind of handling certain things. So I can't do, the same, safe, super plan. I have notes. I have battle play notes. But they're not as, this is the whole battle plan. Alright, and there is Sly Guy. It is time for the battle. I'll decide myself. Alright, so battle rules are going to be the normal single rules. Let's see what he has. I think if he's going to bring anything, his fifth is going to be Blaziken, and then his sixth is going to be probably Scizor. That's my expectation. Let's see how close I am. Scizor Blaze. Yep. Scizor Blaziken. Really? No Azumarill. I just realized he didn't bring the Azumarill. Okay, that's actually very, very good on my part. No Azumarill to deal with means I don't have to risk Kartana. Okay. Azumarill was kind of one of the matchups I thought I was a little weaker in. So it not being there actually is very good. So I remember one thing, because I know Sly mentioned in the EBL Discord he was actually looking for someone who knew how to get some legacy Pokemon. And there's really only one thing I can think of in his entire lineup, well, actually sort of two things technically, that a legacy move would be super valuable for. And I'm pretty sure you can get a hold of things like defog users. So I don't think it's going to be a defog thing like Rotom. I think it could have been a special Blaziken, where Blaziken has Vacuum Wave. So it's going to be interesting to see if he does it. Oh, he did exactly what I wanted. He went for the Rock setup lead, which is good for me. Okay. He didn't go... I didn't... Okay, Mamoswine was one that I was not exactly 100% expecting. But one that I am okay with him actually going for. So I think we're going to go switch into Hatterene here. I do not want to risk him getting Rocks up. Because, like, Rocks don't do super well against me. Sort of, they kind of do-ish well against me. But I also want to, like, deny them on his. Like, if I can hit him with some Rocks and get a little bit of chip on him. He's thinking, okay. I don't think... I know his Mamoswine standard was Ice Shard, Ice Skull Crash, Stealth Rocks, and Earthquake. I don't think he's going to go for that same thing here. Go for Rocks. Sub. Ooh. I respect it. I respect the sub. The good thing is, if he tries to go for Rocks, he can't. Sub Mamoswine. Is that a bulky Mamoswine, then? Earthquake. I don't think it's going to do that much to me. Yes. Okay, we're fine with this. We are perfectly okay with this. This should do enough to break the sub. Which is actually kind of good. Oh, wait. Really? I actually didn't think I recovered health when attacking a sub. Okay, that's news to me. Sub. There were a few substitute users I was a little wary of, but Sub Mamoswine was definitely not one. Substitute again. Okay, keep popping sub. You're just healing me. You're doing no damage to me. I'm gonna break your sub again. What does he think? Is he thinking I'm gonna set up Trick Room or something? Because all I'm doing here is just healing. So what is Sly's endgame here? I think that's a bulky Mamoswine, or it's at least enough to where it has a number of HP not divisible by 4. So it's something divisible by 4 and then 1. Interesting. I'm pretty sure he has to be an offensive invested Mamoswine, though, to deal as much damage as he did against Hatterene. Let me go check here. So we recover how much health here? 32. That gives me 22. So we're doing 40-something health? What is he doing here? What is he doing here? Because, like, Is he just scouting? Because, like, I don't think this is just scouting here. No, wrong thing. Okay, that I really hate this controller at times. I think my best option is... No matter what, I think my best option is... Psyshock here? I think Psyshock is just my best option. Oh, Endeavor! I respect that! I respect the Endeavor play. Interesting. I respect that. Yeah, I had no ghost types. I had no priority. That was clever. I like that. Good on him. Good thing is that he didn't get rocks up, so there is that, which is fine with me. That is Blaziken, yep. Now Blaziken's gonna probably go for an attack on me. Which I'm perfectly okay with, because Blaziken has a few things it can do. It's gonna go either for detect, like, I don't think you would risk detect here. Yep, special Blaziken. This is very, very likely a Blaziken that is packing a very specific move in Vacuum Wave. Which, if it is that, I'm glad I called that. At least, like, potential option for it. Okay. Yeah, I think going into this one is probably my best option here. Is he gonna go mixed? Is he gonna go mixed on this one? Light Screen is my best call here because if he goes into Kyogre, I actually survive a rain boosted attack. And if he is special Blaziken, or if he's special or mixed, I don't want to go in. Oh, thank you very much for that free screen off. Screen's up. Yeah, I decided it wasn't worth actually having Thunder Wave on this Blaziken for two very important reasons. And now what's he gonna do? He's gonna. Another question is, is he gonna speed boost? I think he's probably gonna try and speed boost pass into Zygarde. Because I don't think there's anything Blaziken can actually. Yep, he's come on, pass into Zygarde. Pass it into Zygarde, boy. Pass it into that Zygarde. Pass it into the Zygarde. Come on, you know you want to pass it into Zygarde. Oh, he passed it. Come on, Rotom. No. No! I needed that hit. It's fine. It is perfectly fine. Now. Does he get greedy for a Dragon Dance here, or does he go for 1,000? Yep, 1,000. Okay, yeah, he didn't need to go for 1,000. He doesn't need to go for that. Fine. This is perfectly fine for me. This is perfectly fine. I was worried about a Blaziken potential. The good thing is, I have ways around this, and this is what Clear Smog is for. This is why Clear Smog was a part of this. This wipes away his speed boosts. This is also why I wanted to preserve the Dialga. Alright, he expected the Clear Smog. He expected the Clear Smog. Okay. Oh no, he probably hooked an Ice Beam. Or Scald. Okay. Drizzle, drizz. So now he knows if he has Calm Mind, I can punish Calm Mind. He also knows that if he goes for Sub, I can probably break the Sub. Sub was the one thing I was kind of worried about. Now he's going to probably go for some Calm Minds up. Come on, I need you to break some subs. I need you to break some subs, Gastrodon. He's probably going to go specially invested, or at least HP invested, to probably survive things. Yep, he is bulky. He is going for a bulky setup Calm Minder. Calm Mind? Yep, bulky Calm Mind. I respect it. I very much respect it. That's also one of the reasons why I have this, because he's got to continuously set some subs. The good thing is that him setting that, he's kind of doomed a few things. He's done one semi-major issue. Oh, thank you. That's gonna break sub. Now he has to reset sub. That crit is gonna be big. Question is, does he go for the attack now? So what's he at right now? He is at +1. Okay. I think he needs +2 in order to actually start threatening me in large capacity. think we go for another. I know Clear Smog does not work through sub. Okay, it's fine. It's not going to do enough damage to me. For power, can we get the special defense drop? Ooh, back-to-back crits. Oh, those are delicious. Those are delicious. Okay, Ice Beam, good. So long as we don't get frozen. That was a range. That was range. But now here's the best part. Now here's the good part. Kyogre is in. Kyogre's sub is down. Kyogre's sub is now been depleted. Which means I can go into another Planetary Phase 2 that I can act on. Now, this is why I was a little worried about if he brought the Azumarill. Azumarill can just switch in here and just body whatever I have because of the access to one particular move. Not move, ability. Sap Sipper, which he didn't bring here. And I'm glad he didn't bring the Sap Sipper Azumarill. But Gastrodon is now out of the field, but also Kyogre's sub is now broken. He can switch out Kyogre. Kyogre goes down here, so is... I mean, this was definitely not what I expected things to go for. I did not expect the Endeavor on the Mamoswine. I really didn't think that was coming. That was really good on his part. Like, freaking... That miss on Will-O-Wisp, I think, probably doomed me in this fight. I called the switch. And I hate that I called the switch and it was a miss. Blaziken is... I don't think Blaziken's actually able to threaten Dialga now. Withdrawing Moose Gesture? Alright, what's he gonna go into? Mo. Rotom Mo, okay. Leaf Blade. Okay. Alright. Okay. This is the hard part. Like, do I stay in? Because I remember something about this range. I remember something about these ranges. Let me check notes again. This is probably a bit of a dumb decision, depending on what he goes for, but I think I still need Kartana for some things. I still need Kartana. Yeah. I still need Kartana for things. Protecting it from the paralysis, I think, was the right call. I know from this range it kills. I don't think there's anything Rotom can particularly do against Dialga here. I don't think there's anything particularly hard it can do. Yeah, it just has Electric and it has Grass moves. There's nothing that it can do against me here. Meaning so long as Dialga is able to do things, I can kind of start it and destroy things. Okay. Okay, this is a not great turn of events. That Endeavor Mamoswine was a bit of an issue. When the hell did it Endeavor, actually? I want to check that now. When the hell did it get... He's probably going to go try for another Baton Pass shenanigan. Or a Sphere. When did it... Really? Shit. Okay. Alright. This is time we shift gears into the other plan. Because I think this is where the match is cut short. Yeah, I think that this is the plan because I need to destroy this thing. Go for Protect. If he goes for Protect, it's fine. If he goes for Protect, that's completely fine. I know it will survive regardless, though, which is a little bit of a problem for me. So it can Baton Pass again with impunity. I did honestly debate Extreme Speed Togekiss, but it just doesn't do enough here. It just simply didn't do enough power. Oh, it does get Aura Spear on this John. Okay, interesting. That Endeavor Memos one really boxed me in. Honestly, fair play to you, Sly. I think he's gonna win this. He's gonna protect or endure probably this turn. Or even just straight up Baton Pass, really. Oh, he didn't. Okay then. He didn't. That's actually very good for me. Because with that thing no longer in play, he got greedy. I think if he Baton Passed right there, he just wins automatically. But he didn't Baton Pass there, which means I'm worried about what he potentially has up his sleeves. But if he's bulky on the Kyogre, then I don't think he has the offensive potential. He's probably gonna go for a Dynamax play here, which to him is honestly his best option. I'm pretty sure he's probably gonna go for something. Oh, he's not. What? No Oh, I think I know what he's doing. He's probably trying to burn out the Dynamax on Togekiss. Burn it down, bring in his Kyogre, then Dynamax the Kyogre. That, I think, is what he's probably trying to do. He's not. Oh. What does he have left? So, Blaziken's gone. What does he have left? Scizor. I think I win this here. I think Togekiss just sweeps. Now that I'm thinking about this is my big worry is how his Scizor is built. I think I have a way of beating his Scizor. He goes for Max Guard. Yep. Max Guard was a good call on his part. That was a very good call on his end. Okay, so I think at this point, I think I need to keep Togekiss. I think I need to keep Togekiss alive here because I don't think Scizor can beat it. And I don't think he can one-shot. I don't think... Oh, no, he one-shots here. He one-shots here on this thing. Yeah. Ah, shoot. I threw this game away. I should have kept Togekiss in. I should have kept the Togekiss in the match. Yeah, I should have just kept Togekiss in the match. I don't think I win this. I think he just wins this right. Damn it. No, Yeah, no, Togekiss would have... I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Unless Togekiss can somehow survive this, and it's not going to survive a bullet punch. Good game to you, Sly. I did not expect the Endeavor. I should have stayed in. I should have hit with Dazzling Gleam. That... I mean, at the very least, I don't need to go face possibly Zacian or Pidge next turn. I will take that lead card. Yeah, that Endeavor Mamoswine. I mean, I think it was more the miss of the burn than anything. Yeah, maybe Togekiss could have beaten the Kyogre, but dang. That was a great call on him max guarding there. That's something I've done myself. But that was still, like, a great game. I am glad to have lost to Sly, because that was a fantastic match. Yeah, that was something. If you guys haven't done so, go check out Sly. Next week, he's going to be facing off in the finals of the Elite Battle League. See you guys next time. Let's rock and roll up.